Man is always prey to his truths. Once he admits them, he can't free himself from them. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, looks like we're moving sideways. I keep seeing that dip, green, red, green, red, green, red, right there at the, percent line or so. No big deal. The only thing I did notice today that was kind of nice is BTC dominance is up 0.4%. So, besides that, let's just chill out, right? I mean, it's the weekend. I got me a Heineken. I hope you guys are having yourself a beverage of your choice. We got the fire going. Turkeys are hanging out over there. Chickens are back here. The boys inside playing his video games. But you know what else is cool? Samantha's right here hanging out with us in the chat.
Hello, everyone.
So go ahead, pile up your questions. Let me know what you want to talk about. We're definitely going to be sticking out here for a good half hour. I got a couple of things I want to talk about that's going to be going on with the show and the channel. I got a couple points here to talk about while you guys fill in the chat and if we get into a lull or whatever. But, all right, let's see. What was the first couple things I want to talk about? Let's do the channel stuff first. What was I saying we wanted to do about the channel, Sam? Oh, we want to get more guests on here. I've been receiving your guys' emails. Super stoked about the 210 people that joined me from, Bitcoin Ben. I've started receiving your emails as well with the questions that you guys have. Boom, big plus right there. I love helping you guys out. But I haven't heard anybody tell me they really want to come on and join one of these Q&A sessions. I mean, we keep it real casual around here. No one's going to be grilling nobody about questions. Nobody's going to be forcing anyone to show their face if that's a problem. Because I hear that one from Samantha all the time. But, it's just that we want to get different perspectives from different people. I can only provide my perspective, as a family man and, used to be a 9-to-5er and, everything else I got going on in my head in my life. I can't tell you about what, $1 million investors are doing or about big players in the city or single moms or, the people that are really destitute out there and the homeless trying to get cryptocurrency. You see them on occasions out there with the QR codes, especially in the big cities. So, if you want to join the show, if you want to talk, just shoot me an email. We can arrange it. We can set it up. If not, I'm going to have to just start getting out there and pummeling people on Twitter till I can find somebody that accepts my offer to want to get out here and chit-chat with me. But what do we got going on in the chat, Samantha? Is anybody here yet, or am I kidding just ranting by myself out here on the internet?
We have Paul Rouleau.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming out here. I appreciate it.
We have Sterling Payton. We have the Potheads Crypto, and he says that he loves the videos.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I try. I am just a regular guy. You can go back to the beginning of when I started the show, and I was out here using like $100 cracked screen cell phone starting this stuff. I've been blessed. My friend Sasha from Germany bought us this wonderful microphone. You guys have wonderfully donated to the channel, which was able to help provide this laptop, which I use exclusively to do Bitcoin and coffee stuff. And keep a little cryptocurrency on, of course.
Oh, we have Allison here. She says, I have to get ready to go out to dinner tonight, but I wish I could watch the show. Hope everyone has a great night. Much love.
You know what? I'll record it for you.
We also have James Benhart. He said the turkeys want some beer because you can see them. Yep.
Oh, you can see them this
time?
I think it's because I'm lower and I'm sitting. But they're usually
they're always the right there.
Right there, same spot. It's just you can't see them because the camera's not pointed down.
You follow them around. It's amazing.
They're my bird dogs. All right, so let's get into a little news, a little something to get the crypto juices flowing here that we got to talk about. Wow.
If anybody was wondering, that chicken always crows.
All right, so we got the founder of XRP, and he's out there pumping his coin. He's out there pumping that that Ripple, right? And they rebranded into X Rapid or whatever, trying to separate their coin from them or whatever, kind of like Ethereum did to make sure they're not listed as a security. He's out there saying that a few Chinese miners or central miners is what controls Bitcoin. He's putting the FUD out there. He's trying to get people afraid of Bitcoin, talking about Chinese monopolization over the situation. I mean, to me, This is just the same old FUD that you kind of hear. Somehow somebody's spitting out words saying that China's doing this and China's doing that. I thought all of this stuff had ended a long time ago. Pre-segregated witness when they had come out with the Great Chinese Band or whatever that had dropped the price of Bitcoin. I think we were, around the $2,000 range when they had come out with that, and it had sent it back a little ways. I mean, you guys know I love Bitcoin, and you guys know how I feel about it. So, the founder of Ripple is not going to FUD me out into selling any of my Bitcoin or to keep me from dollar cost averaging this as best I can, and possibly even taking a little gambles here and there and putting more money in it than I should, because I hope the price goes up and it'll make it easier to pay some of these bills I got going on around here. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that Bitcoin mining is really centralized in China? We've seen that between, 3 of the groups or mining pools, the BTC and, I don't even remember what the names of the other ones were right off the top of my head, but they're the Chinese, they're the ant miners, they're the Bitmain people. It's the not Kim Jong-woo.
That's Korea.
The other one. I can never get his name right either.
There's a lot of woos.
Has anybody got any opinions on this? I know.
Yeah, the pothead's crypto says screw Ripple. So there's not a lot of Ripple lovers.
I was real hard on Ripple for a long time. I still haven't really warmed up to it. I missed out on the $3 and whatever that was pump. I seen Ripple way back when it was pre-penny. So, there was a lot of gains there I could have made. Definitely could have set my family up in a much better situation. I'd probably own this, paid off in full, and like 10, 15 more acres if I would have jumped in on that boat. So, I've taken a little bit of a different stance since a couple months ago, I'd say. I'm not going to close my eyes to the altcoins anymore. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to pay attention. I'm not going to throw my money into it. I don't have faith in them. I don't have faith that they're going to be able to do what Bitcoin can do, but they are very speculative. They are not going away. They're coming out with new ones left and right and then wrapping in new technologies with centralizations and algorithms and passive income through nodes and all this other stuff. So, to say that they're not going to be here, to say that they're not going to work, you're just cutting off your own arm and preventing yourself from being involved in an opportunity that can make you some money. And I say money because probably if I get any out of it, I'm going to go pay bills with it. I'm going to go get Sam something nice.
I like Hello Kitty.
She does like Hello Kitty.
It's like my crack.
But all right. So, all of that aside, I don't own any Ripple. I'm not going to go out and buy it. I don't see it going back to $3 anytime soon. But, Crypto Twins thinks it is. There's quite a few people out there that think that Ripple's going to be the next big gainer. I don't know if it's a situation of, them being paired with the banks and they think that that's going to work better, or if they think it's a situation of the fact that it's that's under $1, that it gives it the chance to be able to grow,
Rick is here. He said he made it.
Buddy, thanks.
Said, what's up, guys?
Hey, I'm
what's up,
recording
Rick?
it for you.
And he says, goodbye, Kitty is better. Look it up. So I guess I will. Oh, and Sterling's saying, make sure you own 1 BTC before you go into alts.
I know, Charlie Lee. That is not bad advice right there. I always say that I'm 90% BTC, 10% altcoins. It fluctuates probably. I don't necessarily, but that's the concept I go with. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. So getting a whole Bitcoin, yeah, nothing wrong with that before you start buying up these alts or, I'm always saying the Bitcoin education, the cryptocurrency education that you're going to go out here and get is better than actually holding any of these cryptocurrencies. Because getting a cryptocurrency education is going to give you, confidence to hold through the downtimes, confidence to not listen to the FUD. And you never know, it might open up some opportunities where you see the chance to be able to get some free BTC or earn BTC or participate, definitely maybe in some of these altcoins that are pretty much just giving the stuff away sometimes because they're printing money out of nowhere pretty much. You just make up a smart contract, make 1 million coins, airdrop half of them, hold on the other half, wait till the half that you put out there trades around a little bit, get some value, then you go dump yours on the market and walk away with an exit scam. That's what we see out of a lot of this stuff. I mean, that's why ICOs don't necessarily work, right?
Paul Rulo says that's one impressive fire pit. So, yeah, Eugene likes his fire pits. I like fire, so this works well.
It needs some work. Always does. I'm missing some rocks around the back. I ain't found enough in the yard to finish off the circle here. I also need to go out and buy some Roundup, kill this grass around the edge so they don't catch on fire. But I can't run it over with the lawnmower, and I don't have a weed eater.
James Van Hart says 1 BTC may save your life. And Rick says when you guys get fat from BTC, you got to come see me in Cambodia, Vietnam. He's leaving in a few weeks.
Ooh. Well, I mean, I wish you the best, and I hope you have safe travels there. And, of course, buddy, I mean, if I ever make it fat on BTC, you'll probably still see me out here because, man, I love this stuff. I love you guys, and I love this community. Like I say, a lot of times, you know, I'm passionate about cryptocurrency, and when you're passionate about something, you get out here and you do something about it. You don't just sit on the sidelines lurking in the dark. You know, you get out here, you teach, you educate, you promote. So I guess that'll lead me into the next one. All right, so I'm taking a page out of the World Crypto Network book. I mean, I don't know if that was that fundraiser yesterday they had going. I threw them $1. All right, I don't got a lot of money. I don't know. All right.
Eugene doesn't even tip people at like restaurants. He's like, I don't know. Did they really work for it? Did I have to flag them down at any point?
I'm a bit of a miser. All right. So I went and got myself a Tallycoin account. I hooked up my Eclair wallet to it, and I'm going to see if you guys don't want to help me out here. Help me and Samantha, actually, both of us, and help cryptocurrency out all at the same time. I put it in a USD denomination because of the fundraiser. I put it for as long as it'll run for. I want to see if you guys want to fund me and Samantha to go to EDC, which is the Electric Daisy Carnival. It's a big techno festival that they have over in Orlando and Tinker Field. Bunch of bands, bunch of stages, goes on for 2 days. Lots of people, carnival rides. I want to know if you guys want to buy me and Samantha tickets to get in and maybe give me some money to buy flyers so that I can pass them out. I was thinking that I would go for the 2 days. Samantha would run around recording, you know, me passing out flyers, talking to people about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies if, you know, they're interested, like Steam It maybe, to show them that they can actually earn money through social media. The Lit app and Mithril, you know, just the stuff that I've actually earned some money from. If I can earn money from it, anybody can earn money from it. So, I mean, it's far away. I mean, I know, and that's probably one of the biggest pluses, and that's why I'm getting on it now, because the Tallycoin could only run for, I think it's 91 days. I got a link to it down there below. I have absolutely no funding on it yet. I just started it up 2 hours ago or something. It worked for World Crypto Network. I don't see any reason why me and Samantha can't get out here and do the same exact thing. I'm not looking to actually give anybody cryptocurrency, though. I don't. From my experiences and everything I've learned from being here in the space for a couple of years, that doesn't usually work out too well. A lot of times they'll delete their wallet because they're thinking it's only $1 or something that they have in it. They won't save their private keys. They'll lose their private keys. So you're kind of just helping to contribute to that whole BTC lost in space situation. So
way back when I had a Jax wallet and my son got a hold of my phone and he started deleting useless apps. And I was literally one of the people that didn't write down the private keys, and it was gone. And I mean, there was no way of, and it was, I think I had like $3 in Litecoin or something. It was like nothing.
But I think it was more upsetting that you had, we had done the Dash fund.
Yep.
And there was like $60 worth of Dash in there.
Yep.
Because
and
it was back when they were having the promotional contest where if you took a picture of yourself and somebody else and you were sending Dash to them with a new wallet, that they were sending you $20 from Amanda B. Johnson. And you know,
yep.
We all did it up, and we made $60.
Yep, even our son, we got him to do it.
Samantha was holding on to it for us for a little while, because at first, you know, when Samantha was not necessarily engaging into cryptocurrency and all, I was trying to put it in her wallet and stuff to help her see the values go up and down, help teach her a little bit about it.
It disappeared. It's, you know.
It's in the ether.
We have our favorite troll, James Bond here.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I think you got a friend out here. I noticed I had 2 thumbs down. So unless you got an extra account, you got a buddy out there, buddy.
And Rickus Rick says in Japan, tipping is an insult. So, hey, there we go. You just need to be there. And he said, oh, EDM fans. And then he said to check out his playlist on his channel because we'll like it.
Awesome. We will. All right, so let's see. What other kind of news did I have going on out here? Well, I got that the Kick ICO went ahead and got hacked for about $7.7 million. They're saying it's a situation of somebody actually getting a hold of the private keys to the entire smart contract. They went out there and they erased about 40 accounts and then created another 40 accounts with the same exact amount of funds in it, and they controlled them. I don't know. They went ahead and they were quickly able to recover their smart contract and their keys. They said they were able to go about reimbursing these people. So in other words, another $8 million got thrown out there, actually 7.7. And they're kind of blaming the situation up to the fact that at the Kick ICO, it went from 4 cents to 12 cents. Well, that's not really a reason. And they kind of cited that as well. But this hack is never going to stop. Hacking is always going to be out there. As long as cryptocurrency has value, as long as smart people can go out there and take advantage of people that aren't as tech savvy, we're going to see this, especially when you see companies that don't necessarily know what they're doing going out there and doing these fundraising ICOs, which is pretty much gambling as far as I'm concerned. You're going to see hackers out there taking advantage of the situation, ripping off people's wallets, ripping off these funds, you know, tearing apart these smart contracts, just to then go ahead and get a little bit of cryptocurrency.
Oh, Rick says he uses the Electrum wallet and that he emailed himself the keys because he never uses the crazy long password. Yeah, it was that I was not thinking like
I hope you're using
past
Proton
that.
Mail, buddy, if you're emailing it to yourself, because Google reads all of your email. They say, I mean, I was even taught back in high school, never email something that you wouldn't want posted on the front page of the newspaper, because email is not secure. Email is the least secure thing out there. Proton Mail encrypts it. I don't know if I would even go that way. I am very protective of my private keys.
Yeah, I don't use Gmail, is what Rick said. Good man.
I think it's annoying when, you know, I get the e-bill or whatever for most of my bills. When it's on my, you know, they got the screen, the Google screen on the edge where they tell you the news source. When they sit there and tell me that my bills are due, or they tell me that I have to leave now to get to work on
right,
time,
you have a dentist appointment. It's like, wait, what?
I guess it's nice for people that aren't capable of, you know, keeping themselves on a schedule and keeping things like that straight. I don't know. This processor up here, man, it's a humming always. So I don't really need Google to help me keep track of time and what I need to pay my bills and leave for work and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, Rick says he uses his own server.
Good job, buddy. So what do they think? What do you guys think about this hack? News to you or not really? I mean, did anybody participate in the Kick ICO? I mean, I've used the Kick app. I mean, it's nice.
I used to use it all the time because our son, like, I would talk to him.
But I mean, it had its heyday. I mean, maybe it was just 15 minutes of fame and not. So either run it in ICO.
Let's see. James Benhart says, John McAfee stated long ago hacking into accounts will be a big problem. I never use the send Bitcoin password. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Google is the man.
Well, I mean, all right. Let's fall into the last little bit I got here. So I hope you guys put some questions in that chat, or else we're going to run out of stuff to talk about.
We're just going to be staring at some turkeys.
They went ahead. They did a little survey, you know, for a week. They talked to some accredited investors and Wall Street people and all this. They're saying only 2% own Bitcoin. They're saying about 29% understand what Bitcoin is, but 67%, you know, they heard of it, but they don't really understand it. They don't really know what it is. And pretty much all of them are saying that it's a risky investment.
It was like 76% was like very risky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Just like Eugene has a few friends that are like from childhood on Facebook and stuff, and he'll talk about it. And a lot of them say, "Oh yeah, I've heard of Bitcoin. Oh yeah, I remember, but it's too risky."
Yeah.
And it's like, if you've heard of it and like it's too risky.
But Samantha, it's that mass media, that CNN, that NBC, that Bloomberg's. It's the fact that they've only seen it there. You know, they haven't seen it from us crypto people. They haven't seen our crypto YouTubes. They haven't seen Cointelegraph and all of this. They haven't seen Bitcoin.com, news articles. They just see the main articles that are always just focused on the price, that are talking about Bitcoin civil wars and all these other things. They're never actually taking the time to explain to these people that this is a deflationary currency and that it is constantly going up in value, even though we did have a spike and a crash, because that's what this was. The price got higher than it should have, and it came back down, and now we're looking at the value being right. And I mean, when people start estimating and speculating the price and why is it this way and why is it that way, well, you got to stop and think about how many Bitcoins are created every 10 minutes. And then you think that somebody needs to buy them. And if nobody's buying all those Bitcoins every 10 minutes, then what's going to happen? Well, it drags down on the price of the other ones, because those miners, they got to get rid of them. They got to cover those electric bills. Mining is not as profitable as it used to be. I mean, that's kind of gone out the window since they came up with ASICs. That's why a lot of these cryptocurrencies are forking and trying not to prevent ASICs so they can still keep it profitable, because once you go ASICs and you're talking special equipment and special all this other stuff goes along with it to keep them cool, to keep them running, and the power sources, and then you can't run it in your house. I mean, who wants to live in a house with all these fans running, sweltering to death? Oh, wait, I think that's how we live.
Yeah, it is. We don't have AC. What's Eugene's phrase is just acclimate.
You'll be much happier once you do. It won't cost you anything.
Rick,
There's only two things that you need in this world, and they're both free, and that's air and water.
Rick says he can't think of a question. It's okay. No pressure. And James Bond is, he first
just read what he has.
He first asked, oh, so we're working the weekends now? And yes. Well, I've been
doing a Q&A on the weekend, James. I run it for about a half hour. It is definitely the chance for my community, or the community, or whatever you'd like to call it, the people out here on YouTube that watch my video, take the time to come by and comment. It's their chance to go ahead and ask me questions, even if they're just simple or complicated. I don't care. Try to stump me if you can. I mean, that's what I'm here for. The only way I'm going to learn too is they say that the best way to learn is to teach. So I'm out here trying to teach. I'm out here trying to do everything I can for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, hey, it's why I'm trying to do this fundraiser. I want to get out there and walk around. Everybody's going to be out there doing drugs and having a good time. And I'm going to be out there passing out flyers. Bitcoin, get your Bitcoin. It's revolutionary. It's different. It's better than fiat. I mean, if it happens, you'll see it on video. You never know. I mean, even if it don't happen, I might cash out Bitcoin and make it happen. I got this little picture in my head of what it's going to be like, and every time I think about it, it makes me smile a little bit.
I'm going to wear wings, people. Wings! It's the only time besides Halloween that you get to just look ridiculous and no one cares. James Bond is saying his slogan of the evening is promote clown mining. Yeah, it's safe.
Hey, Heffler came back up, right?
And Genesis is still alive.
Yeah, Genesis is still alive, right? I mean, cloud mining had its heyday. I mean, I'm not going to knock it because I made money on it then. Mining, go look at the Bitcoin mining. It's out of control. I mean, the numbers are real high. So like I keep saying, there's not much profit to be made in it. So going over to cloud mining just makes it even worse, because you're not actually owning the miner. You're paying maintenance fees and all these other things, because they got to make money too.
You're also having to assume that you're getting paid what you're supposed to be getting paid, and all of that loveliness. Oh, Paul Rouleau says, is the stock market any less risky when Facebook loses 20% in a matter of hours? No, yeah, of course. Like, really?
Very true. I mean, it was a big deal, and a lot of people are really upset about it. And I mean, unless you were holding only Facebook stock.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it probably didn't hurt as bad as it could have hurt, especially in the cryptocurrency market. I mean, you can take a real bloodbath out here. I've seen a lot of people or heard of a lot of people that have, you know, especially from the 20K drop down. So many people were invested like 30% Bitcoin, 70% altcoins. Because, hey, I'll admit it too, it was hard to keep those altcoins down. It was real hard for me to keep a strong hand on that Bitcoin and not just start buying every altcoin there was out there. But, you know, in the retrospect, I'm glad I didn't.
Paul Rouleau says he made a small donation. What?
What? Really?
You're amazing.
No.
No.
I believe you, buddy. Hey, I really appreciate. That's why I kind of set this out. I mean, it's I set it to the USD value because, you know, cryptocurrency Bitcoin is going to be changing. I don't want Bitcoin to go to $10,000 and still be looking for the same amount of Bitcoin to cover a $600 bill.
Right.
I think it's going to be a little bit over $400 for our tickets for both of us to get in. It's about $200 or so for the 2-day pass. And then I was thinking we're going to have gas money to get down there and back. So that's going to be a good $30 each day because we're so far north. It is a little bit of a distance. It's like 3 hours there and back.
Yeah, the last time we went, we lived outside of Orlando, and so then, it was real easy.
I'm going to design a flyer. I'm not going to use their Mad Bitcoins flyer. It's nice. I'm not downing it. I love Mad Bitcoins. I love Max, their new partner on there. Great guy as far as I can tell from the show. I've been writing both of them, trying to see if I can get them to come over and check out my channel.
Give us some tips or hints.
Give us some tips or hints or join us on a question. They've been telling me they want me to call in on one of their call-in shows. I don't know. I'm shy.
Oh, Rickus Rick says if he gets rich, he'll donate to us, but that he's got to go. All right, bye, Rick.
Bye, buddy. Thanks for coming out. I really do appreciate it.
And James Benhart says Genesis owns part of Hive Technology. That might have been why they survived.
I mean, it's also that the larger the company, the more money they had on hand to keep it profitable, all these other things. I mean, hey, Hashflare came back for a reason. It was because they kind of washed up, and a lot of people were real pissed about the situation. Yeah. So, you know, they had to come back, or else what was going to happen? They were probably going to get sued, even though that they were under contract to not have to provide those services. You always got to read the fine print.
Yeah, because all of their contracts is once it stops being profitable, they're allowed to opt out.
Yeah. So, how long have we been out here, Samantha?
29 minutes.
Woo, we're right there touching that 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dip on you, though. I'll stick out here for a little bit. I'm enjoying myself. This beer is almost done, but the fire is not too bad today. Last week, oh, man, it was freaking hot sitting out here. I was sweating like crazy, so that's why I went with the shorts and the real thin shirt today.
All right, well, we have some really randoness of Red YouTube saying, I want you to have sex with my mom. She's desperate. I don't think that's going to fly, Red YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Samantha would kill me.
I think I'd probably kill your mom, too. Like, I would definitely be looking at a life sentence.
All right, back to Chris at least.
I know. I had to say it. It was so random. I didn't. It was a hide or show one, too.
Are you my other troll?
Ooh, right. Maybe you are.
You know, here on Bitcoin and Coffee, we appreciate you trolls. We appreciate the thumbs down as well, because of the way I see it. Love and hate both come from the same place. And if you can hate me that much, I'm going to love you that much. All right. I'm looking for yins to my yang. You know, life is always a matter of gray. It is a big, broad spectrum out there. And I never think I know it all. I'm just trying to do the best I can do with what I have available to me. And I mean, I've been here 36 years, guys. I've been here trying to figure it out with Samantha since I was 18 years old. I mean, we had our kid at 19. Let me tell you, life is not easy, especially when you're out there working those eeny, meeny, miny, mo jobs, you know, paying rent, paying bills, just trying to get by. I mean, I was getting depressed. I was getting real depressed, especially when I was slaving away in these factories, you know, working 60 hours a week, making $10 an hour. You know, they were killing me. I came into cryptocurrency, and I mean, you know, thanks power that be that we had that awesome run up last year. And I mean, luckily I was smart enough to take profit all the way up. You know, it changed what I got going on. You know, I mean, it's not amazing. I'm not saying that. I'm not living in a mansion. I'm not driving no Lambo, but, you know, I gave myself enough of a runway where I could get out here and start trying to do my own hustle on the side and, you know, fix cars and boats and jet skis and stuff like that. And, you know, charge for what it cost me to fix it pretty much. Because if you know, if you got something broken, taking it to a mechanic and paying them $1,000 to fix it is rough, but to buy something when they tell you it has a rebuilt transmission or motor or whatever the vehicle or boat or jet ski or whatever motorcycle I'm working on, you know, it's a little bit different. You know, everybody wants to buy a vehicle with a rebuilt transmission or a motorcycle with, you know, freshly cleaned carbs and a motor with a new cam and all this stuff and new tires. So I've been trying to do that on the side. It's what's been giving me the freed up time here to go ahead and work on Bitcoin and coffee. I also haven't been buying any Bitcoin out of my pocket because of it. I've been cashing out my Steam, as you guys can go over there and clearly see. And I've been dollar cost averaging Bitcoin with that to add to my nest egg. It's running out. So, I mean, maybe in a month here or so, I might have to start trying to figure something out. I got quite a few vehicles around here for sale that aren't quite moving as fast as I would like them to. But hey, you guys have also been donating generously to the channel on occasions, and I really appreciate that. That keeps everything moving and going along here. So, I mean, hey, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm real passionate about this cryptocurrency, and I feel really passionate about getting out here and giving you guys this free help desk service. As I hear, I'll say his name, as I hear Tone Vase out there trying to charge you guys 0.1 Bitcoin, or is it 0.01 bit? No, it's 0.1.
It's 0.1.
It's $1,000 to talk to that guy.
Oh, well, he's Tone Vase. I mean,
yeah, you can talk to me for free. Not a problem. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm the, you know, Bitcoin guru or anything, but I can help you out. I'm sure I can help you out. I mean, Sam, you think I can help him out? I help out a lot of people all the time. I receive a couple emails almost every single day, it seems like.
Eugene's the kind of guy that literally people are broken down on the side of the road, and no one has ever stopped for us. I have been broken down on the side of the road. Eugene has been broken down. Everybody passes us by. He will pull over.
I do.
He always is like, I can help. I know I can do something. Either I can tow you, I can fix it, I can do something.
On the side of the road, I can always think back to when we were young, Sam, and when it was us on the side of the road, and how nobody ever pulled over, and how I would have given anything for somebody to pull over, especially when we didn't have cell phones. You know, remember that?
Oh, and when little Eugene was a baby, and we were like, oh, like we have to walk 1.5 miles carrying a 1.5-year-old.
So, I mean, you know, life's been good to me on occasions, and I just want to give back when I can give back. I mean, I feel like karma is the best points I can get here. I mean, so let me give some karma points by trying to help you guys out in cryptocurrency. If it can help you guys figure out something and get in a better financial position, or at least get out of this fiat dollar, which is manipulating all of us, big plus right there.
Well, we have James Benhart saying Hive made 10 million last quarter mining. I mean, that is one of the reasons Genesis is still around. And then we have James Bond trolling away, saying raising money for Jerry's kids, be a part of the scam, and your views will go up. Oh, James, if he wanted to be a part of the scam, trust me, there's enough people trying to get him in.
I mean, if you guys want to, like, I'm honest. I'm straight up honest with you guys. Who was the last one? That Orca ICO just offered me money to come out here and do
an interview with the Orca people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have 1 million followers. I just broke 2,000 thanks to Bitcoin Ben. Super big plus right there. But I mean, I just reached 800 followers on Twitter. All along this entire time I've been doing this show, I've been receiving offers from ICOs, and I could have jumped on it. I mean, I could have turned this into a business.
Do an ICO review.
I mean, but ICOs are garbage as far as I'm concerned.
If you have to review them, there is a problem.
I mean, it's just, I mean, when you read and you can see them say that 80% of the ICOs last year were garbage, I mean, how am I going to be able to get out here and
why do you want to be a part of an exit scam? Like, really?
I don't want to get anybody ripped off. I definitely don't want any. I've made the mistake of telling people to buy on the dips on the way up to 20,000. And I received mad emails of people saying, you told me to buy at $12,000, and here we are, and I'm underwater. And I feel real bad that I said to buy on the dips. So now I tell people a dollar cost average, because, I mean, you really can't go wrong with it. I mean, what I do and what I recommend may be two different things. I take more risk, It seems like the more you get into this cryptocurrency space, the better crypto education you have, the more risks you're willing to take.
Paul Rouleau says minimum wage factory work will wear you down real quick.
Oh yeah, I did that for years, buddy. I used to work.
The man is soul sucking.
I used to work for a factory called Premium. They made all of the public sausages for all the entire state of Florida. I would have to be to work at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and it was like an hour away. That's when he was doing it in the dark, on the couch, looking tired as hell. Yes.
And yeah, I mean, some days were 5 hours the day was always based on production needs.
Yeah, how much they needed.
And it was either 5 hours or 12 hours. And they would tell you, like, there would be some days where we would be there 12 hours and at like 8, 9 hours, you're really wanting to go home. It is very monotonous. And you're like, I have this, I cannot stay. They look at you and they say, if you go home, you're fired because we can have someone else here tomorrow on the phone. And I mean, I did it. I stayed. I sat there, even though I didn't want to. I was under their thumb because I knew that if I didn't get that next week's paycheck, I wouldn't make rent. I wouldn't make the bills.
And that's actually that is when you started doing Bitcoin. I mean, that's when you started. We were watching documentaries and we were watching stuff.
Yep.
And I mean, it was mind blowing. It was just like, oh my God, it doesn't have to be this way. He was in literally a freezer for 5 to 12 hours. He would come home and he was like, I can't feel my fingers or my toes.
I owned winter snow clothing. I wore a snowsuit and a hat and everything. It was ridiculous. It made me sick all summer long because on my 15-minute breaks and lunch breaks.
Like it was like the wizards. Everybody came out and was trying to like sun themselves and get warm. But then you just went back in.
Let's not talk about me. My life sucks and is boring. That's not what these people want to know about.
Well, James Benhart says, what happens to the people that didn't put every transaction on their taxes? Does the government come and take it? Like take all your Bitcoin?
The government can never take your Bitcoin. Unless for some reason some government guy comes over to your house and cracks you in the head with a billy club multiple times until you give up your password phrase or hand over your little hardware wallet. They're not taking it. They can't take it.
They could audit you and they could make you pay more in taxes. But in the same aspect, I mean,
it's very complicated when it comes to cryptocurrency and taxes.
How many transactions did you not put on there?
You can always plead ignorance if it's under. See, I usually go with if it's like what I say. I'm not giving anybody financial advice. I'm not giving anybody tax advice. Please don't come back and give me a hard time about this one. I usually say that if it's under $7,000 worth of cashing out, don't worry about it. Usually you can get away with about $7,000 not being listed on your taxes, and the government kind of just lets it slide. Please don't come back and murder me for saying that one, you guys. But, I mean, that's kind of the feeling I go with. That's the sentiment I get from a lot of things I hear about. On the other side of that, your best bet, it's hard to figure it out because they got capital gains tax. If you held it for more than a year, it's different than if it was less than a year. They use it as a sense of payroll tax. Go hire yourself an accountant. Coinbase made it easy if that's where you were buying because they got a nice little printout they'll give you. You just go give that to your accountant. I mean, I don't know if I would go to H&R Block or anything, but at the same time, if you're doing well enough in cryptocurrency where you've cashed out more than $7,000, you probably could afford maybe $100 or $200 to go pay a tax professional to take a look at a couple printouts from the exchange and Coinbase. See what you're even looking at for taxes.
See if you have to claim it. See if it falls under something.
I mean, hey, and if you make enough, I hear that a lot of countries are selling citizenships now for Bitcoin. You could just give up your U.S. citizenship and not worry about it at all, right?
Yeah, what was that one? It was like 2.3 Bitcoins or something, and you were like a citizen. Just bam. Hello. It wasn't like Cambodia, but it was something like it was.
I mean, and if you're here in the U.S., supposedly Puerto Rico, I mean, it's going to be the crypto haven down there. They got all kinds of tax incentives for them. They fall under this weird category because they're a territory. They're not a state. So they come under federal protection, but they don't necessarily have to follow, all of the laws. And tax purposes.
It's the same kind of, weird in between.
Yeah, it's like over there, they don't have to have auto insurance on their automobiles.
Yep.
So, You know,
but also in the same aspect, their 911 response and all of that, like their government like emergency stuff is horrible.
Your power could go out. You could be out for a week. You could get hit by a car and literally lay and die in the ditch before the ambulance gets there. You know, a hurricane could blow through and your house be absolutely gone, and you're not going to receive Red Cross or FEMA help or anything like that. So, you know, you got to take the good and the bad. If you got so much money that you want to jump there not to pay taxes, then you probably got enough money to build yourself some sort of, you know, hurricane fortress.
Paul Rouleau asks, how much EOS does one need to have to be eligible for airdrops? It's 100, right?
100.
Yep. 100 EOS, and then you get all their funky little airdrops.
Well, all right. It's 100 on Binance. You can get your own EOS wallet. It is dependent on the project then. I know that a lot of the projects, they have the 100 is the standard. That's what most of them are going with.
Right, like the minimum.
Some of them are not so high. I think some of them are doing 25.
Ooh. So,
but at that point, it's not to keep your EOS at the exchange. It's to actually have a EOS wallet. I think I have a link down below for that. I've been recommending the Scatter wallet. I never actually got mine set up. I ran into problems. I don't even know.
Yeah, that was the one that just kept not syncing and stuff. Yeah,
when I was trying to create the name, because you have to hook up with the Scatter wallet to get them to make you the wallet name and all of this.
Yeah, it was spending hours just saying syncing or something, and it never did.
And then at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I feel that centralization is going to be part of this. You know, there is no way. We're not going to go from completely centralized to completely decentralized. Everything is a slow progress. As I was saying the other day, if you guys were watching on Crypto's channel, my favorite color is gray. And that's because there's more shades of gray than there are of any other colors. I believe that life is a complete existence in a gray area. Nothing is truly wrong. Nothing is truly right. So when it comes to EOS and centralization, the centralization I don't think is necessarily going to be that much of a deterrent from people getting involved with it, because we already live in such centralization with our finances and banking that if they make a cryptocurrency that suits the people's needs, even though it's centralized, it may take off for a year or two. So I have EOS, but I got a tight stop loss on it because, you know, in the end, I want Bitcoin. I'm looking down the road for the long-term plan. Most of the EOS I got as a donation. I added a couple hundred to it. I'm still not at the airdrop level, but I'm happy with what I have. I'm not looking to add more or do any changes. I'm not real happy with it being at the $8 level because I bought it at 10 something, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or 11 something.
It was 10.
But I think I got my stop loss around $6.50. I figured if we hit that, I just want the Bitcoin, forget it, I'm out.
Paul Rouleau says thanks.
Anytime, buddy. That's what I'm here for. Maybe I'm feeling just a slightly I'm not a drinker. I don't usually drink. I think the only time I've been drinking is for this show to make it social. I actually have this concept where I like to try to make it through every single day without spending $1. If I can make it through the entire day without spending $1, I mean, besides, you know, the food in the fridge and the bills that have to be paid, I mean, like, you know, literally taking $1 out of my pocket and spending it. If I can do that, I feel really happy. So going out and drinking used to be a favorite pastime of mine, but I used to spend hundreds at the bar. I'd always want top shelf drinks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and Eugene also was the one that would be starting to buy people around him the drinks.
I'm a generous guy. So now that it's not quite like that, I don't usually drink. I think this drink has me feeling a little tipsy though, but I'm definitely enjoying talking with you guys. Like I keep telling you guys, you know, the reason I do the video is to promote the help desk, all right? Because I want to help everybody with this cryptocurrency stuff because cryptocurrency helped me. So since it helped me, I want to help you guys to get into it so it can help you. And why would you shoot an email? Like when I started this, like I started off the help desk before the channel, and it was like, how do you promote a help desk? You know, how do you tell people that they can get a hold of you? And then at the same time, why would you, here in the cryptocurrency space, you know, it's verify. You don't trust anybody with anything ever. Why would you trust somebody to ask them questions about what to do with your money? You know,
and then you don't even like know what they look like. You don't like anything.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people here at the beginning of cryptocurrency are very They have pseudonyms for names, things like that. Vortex.
Yep.
You know.
Mad Bitcoins.
My name's Eugene Forrest. You know, I tell you at the beginning of every show who I am. I'm not hiding nothing from anybody. You guys can see who I am. You know, we're right here. Woo! I dropped it. You know, you can shoot me questions in the chat here. I'll give you the best answer I can give you. And like I tell you, hey, if I don't know the answer, I got other people. You know, I got contacts. I have been sitting around here twiddling my thumbs for 2 years. So I'll get you some answers, of course. I mean, that's the whole point in this. Here in the cryptocurrency space, you'll see that if you find good people, they're really good about this, wanting to help you understand. Because in reality, the more people we can get into the cryptocurrency space, the better we can all understand it, the better it's going to do. Because once we're all in here and we're all understanding, we don't need fiat cash anymore. We don't need that garbage that's controlling us. We don't need that stuff that they're just printing off like it's no big deal and fractionally reserving. And I mean, when you go out and buy a house, it's just absolutely ridiculous that what they do is they go out and they make an account and it says negative, the value of the house. I mean, there is no money. They just go out and make an account with a negative. I mean, how does that work? How do you say, yes, here's your house. Let's make you an account with negative $225,000 in it. Let's start trying to get you to pay this off.
Paul Rulo says, I was drinking Heineken around a campfire last night. Your turn.
Well, salute, brother. How many people do we have in the chat?
It says 18, so I don't know. Nice. I mean, YouTube seems to not be able to actually, you know, reflect
we'll hang up this video, and literally I'll look at it right after, and it'll say that there was like 36 people in the chat, and it'll say 12 when we're looking at it. All right. Well, I guess I will take my last swig. I will stoke this fire. I will come back and ask you guys to see if you got any more questions, and then we'll wrap this all up. If you don't have anything good, you guys. That was good. Nice suggestion, Samantha.
Thank you. Well, we have Tech Lords. He says, yo. We have Anthony Michael. Hey, he says he's watching from Palm Springs, California.
Nice.
We have Vention.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, the time is going to come when people will be able to do something like an ICO to buy a house. Yes. Right.
I mean, I don't know. I've been down on the ICO since the beginning of this. I've never participated in an ICO. I have absolutely no interest in participating in an ICO. I mean, they talk about how you can make these massive gains. I don't know.
It just seems too much like gambling. And
yeah, I mean, what's the new one that everybody was trying to talk to me about? FOMO 3D?
Yes.
And I was trying to dig into that one last night to see what it was. And I was just like, this looks like gambling.
It's playing games and like Farmville games and crap.
That was the other. That was something different.
Oh, that was the other one that we were looking at, which I don't remember what the heck that one. Yes, but yes, that whole thing looks scammy. I don't know.
I don't know. The cryptocurrency space is definitely exploding and traveling in avenues and dimensions that I never thought it was going to. You know, but at the same time, you know, I've been so much of a Bitcoin maximalist and who has just started opening his eyes to all of these altcoins and different possibilities that are out there with this cryptocurrency. I'm not going to down any of it. I mean, if you can make crypto off of it, go right for it. I just, you know, I don't have a ton of money. I don't want to throw any money at ICOs. I know you could possibly make a, you know, big fat pocket out of the situation, but I don't know. I guess I'm a simple man. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm just looking to get by. I mean, you know, I can't take it with me. I mean, I would much rather spend my time with Samantha and my son and my birds. As you guys can tell, I'm fucking fanatical about these things.
We have Oh, the Rick is Rick thing. He's still here.
Rick, I thought you were leaving, buddy. I was recording it for you.
Oh, our laptop is literally going to die.
All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me. All right, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below. Please check them out. Get yourself a cryptocurrency education. Like I said, I got a brand new fundraiser. Get me and Sam to EDC. We're going to pass out flyers. We'll bring you videos. We'll teach all those drug addicts about Bitcoin. I don't know. I've been there several times, and everybody's always rolling on ecstasy.
They're super happy.
I enjoy the music, but hey, I'm sure they'll be very receptive to what I have to say.
Right. It'll be awesome.
All right, you guys. Don't forget to share and like this video. I got to start telling you guys that one. I mean, subscribers have picked up. Let's see if we can't keep this momentum going. But as always, you guys, remember to keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, guys.
Salute.